Hey, hello. This is Sebastian, and today I want to do a quick tutorial video of how I would set up a new Foundry installation and how the different modules that I'm developing are working together and are related to each other and depending on each other. So let's get cracking. First of all, I got this Foundry 08 version installed right now, so I just unpacked it into that folder. And one thing first, you can see there's a directory resources, app, and public. That's your main directory that is served towards you and your connected players, and everything that is underneath that directory can be served to them. So if you want to add images, maps, battle maps, whatever, it's all beneath that directory structure, and that's really important for you to know. So we got modules here where the modules will be installed, but we got icons, and we've got no images folder for some reason. We've got no upload folder because the tokenizer needs some place where it stores the created tokens, and the DDB importer needs some place to store the avatar images of your players when they are porting the character sheets from D&D Beyond. So we need to do that first, but let's go one step back. We need some nice icons. Okay, and what I did, and I just released it yesterday, is if you go to virtual tabletop assets, vttassets.com, then you go to assets for Foundry VTT, and there's a module for it, and it's brand new. It's the Ionizer. And here, if you go there, you can see that I created a bunch load of icons. No, I didn't create them, but I selected them. Like I've got 1800 different spells, items, wands, rods, weapons, wondrous items, backpack items, everything basically that I could have find on D&D Beyond. And for each of those items, I selected an icon for it that I thought was rather fitting or not. It's yours to decide. And I did that work. For every one of those 1,800 items, there's one manually selected icon that I think is great. So what we need to do, we need to have those icons. And the icons I used, I linked them here, the prerequisites. I've been playing World of Warcraft for the best of 12 years with some small on-off. We got an on-off relationship with both of us. So what I remembered is there are some people that take the World of Warcraft icons and enhance them somehow. This one is clean icons, and there are some other icon sets that you can use. And the good thing is that you can use everyone because the file names are the same. So you can use, let's see, our icons. Let's search for icons, and here is one. Fan update. I think it's, I don't know. Somewhere I saw something like they had some high definition. High definition World of Warcraft. So this one, you could use this one too. So whatever you take, you just download that. Let's take this one. Why not? And it's a bunch of icons in a format called BLP, like blip, perhaps. I don't know. Is it downloading? Now it's downloading. Okay. And you take this one and showcase. Oh, that's probably a very bad example. So just take whatever you like best. For example, this one. Well, fan update. It's based on classic on this one, but it adds a bunch load of icons. So this one is really great. I took that one, I think. Okay, download this. And then just unpack it in a temporary directory. Come on, I don't know why everything is flickering. And we need to download the BLP to Png converter. That one is linked on the website too. So you just download that also. It's rather small. Put it in the same directory. And I don't want to convert it now because it takes really like a long time, 30 minutes and plus. So what you do is you open the, I didn't put it there. You just open this one up and you see the interface is pretty self-explanatory. You just drag the whole folder over to the right hand side where it says PNG, and then a progress bar will appear and it converts all these BLP icons into a PNG format. And PNG is readable by Foundry, by every web browser. It's a common internet file image format. So I won't do that, but I will show you what it will look like once it's finished. So let's stop this one. I don't need you, I'm sorry. So I will be putting them into icons, so public icons and Ionizer. And this is the result. So you got 17,000 icons depicting everything you can imagine. Many equipment icons, spot skills, spells, whatever. You can have it here. And it's pretty vast library. And I think it's legally, it's a gray area, if not even darker. But that's why I won't provide you with the icons itself, but with the instructions how to get them. I think it's okay if you do it for your own players and not redistribute those in any kind and don't want to make money with it. So it's, yeah, probably not. Perhaps I'm losing karma for telling you that, right? Oh, that's how it is. So you give some, you get some. And so we're set. We've got the Ionizer path full of icons. That's the first thing to do. Then what I personally prefer to do is I create an upload folder for user images, for user uploads. That's pretty much it. So let's start Foundry for the first time. And you see license agreement. Of course, I've read author that. And let's add some add-on modules. And what we will be doing is we will be logging with Patreon, and we'll agree that I can read your personal details, because once you did it, you've got these nifty manifest links right here that you can select and just copy to your clipboard. And then you can go over there to the Foundry and says install module to the bottom left and just paste this URL and hit OK. And the Ionizer is installed. Great. And we'll do that with the other assets right now too. So we go to VTTA DDB. We will copy that one too. We install everything now in one batch. Then we go to modules, the tokenizer. All right. Now I'm varying a little bit because I just edited something on the yeah, I bug fixed something in the last second, and this is overwritten now. So for now, we don't use the party module because it has a bug. But so that's basically it. Let's go create a world. And we said it's awesome. And it's based on D&D 5e. Let's launch it. Well, over here. So let's log into as a GM with no password because it's a local install. And what we need to do now is to configure some settings. First of all, we need to say we manage modules over here in the settings. And then we enable all these modules that will make our life so much easier. The one thing we will be needing to do is go into the configure settings of the game itself and say we allow trusted player uploads, otherwise the tokenizer won't show up because it's a requirement for it. So then we will be configuring the modules themselves. So again, we go to configure settings, and this time to the module settings on the right. And now we can see once the modules are loaded, they will say, I've got these config options, please set them to your heart's desire. And so there's some VTTA bridge. That's the module that connects D&D Beyond websites and data with Foundry. We've got the Ionizer. That's the one that will select nifty, nice looking icons for everything that we will be importing. And the tokenizer will be creating our tokens. Yeah, that's it. So upload directory for tokenizer. We created it and it's called upload. Upload icon type. Let's double check it. That's always a good thing. So again, we go into the Foundry install directory, resources, app, public, and here we see it's called upload. So that's right, the / or /, I think it was like that. So I should be getting more consistent with my path requirements, because image folder location is icons Ionizer with no trailing slash. The default directory for image uploads for the bridge, we can use the same upload folder. That's the directory where the avatar images will be uploaded to. So I think we can just use the same one here. Okay, should be good. We want to update existing entities in the compendium because we are just creating our compendiums on the mass import level. Just overwrite everything in case we fail to import stuff and we need to update that. Then we will be selecting or naming compendiums for spells, items, and monsters, and those default to those. Should change that because they are not coming with us any longer because of reasons. Now it's because if you update the module, then everything in the module will be scraped and deleted, and the new stuff will be replaced by it. And by default, these compendiums will come in blank. So if we leave it that way, every time you update my add-on, everything you imported will be lost. So that's why you need to create your own compendia and then refer to the configuration options to these that you just created. So I will name that my spells, my items, my monsters, because I'm so creative. Okay, let's save that. That's basically everything we need to do. Now we need to create these compendia. Here's a little bug within Foundry that's unfortunately not yet fixed. So we create a new compendium. You might run into this bug, but not guaranteed. So if everything is working through, that's great. Let's create my monsters compendium. This one is here. Then my items, and this is of type item. That's important. Entity type item, and my spells. Now these are here, and just to make sure, perhaps I'm just trying out if the bug strikes again, I will return to the setup and relaunch the world and check if they are still here. No, they are not. You see, my spells are here, but my items, my monsters are not. So let's go quickly into an editor, and we go to resources, we go to app, public, and this time to worlds, and there's my awesome world. And you see these paths are wrong. It's my item, my monsters. This one is okay. That's how it should look like. It's a relative path. And for some reason, perhaps it's Windows only, sometimes it makes it like that. So I just replace it and I save it. And then I return to setup, launch the world again. And here are my monsters, here are my items, and here are my spells. Now we are fixed. That's okay. That's not so good that it is like that, but yeah, let's see. Okay, now we should be good. So what's happening? Let's quickly open up the developer console with F12. It says there is one error. The server responded with status 404 because you can, for Ionizer, you can define your custom dictionary. at this location, and then we don't need it, so it's not found. This error is an error, but it's okay. We can, for example, go to icons, Ionizer, or let's go here, public, icons, Ionizer. Let's create a new file. It says icons.json, and just put these brackets in here. It's an empty array. And if we reload, let's delete the error messages. Now it can see it does not fail any longer. The error message is gone. We are all golden and we are all set. All right, now let's try to import some character. We just name it however we like, and we click on this little D&D Beyond button. Then we need to go to D&D Beyond, of course. So let's go to D&D Beyond, and let's go to my characters. And I've got one that I really like playing. It's Kurt, the Utgardian Barbarian. And we have his X, his spells. He has only 2. His equipment is all there. He got winged boots, and that's pretty. He's a pretty fly guy. Pun intended. So we go to we add /JSON to the URL, and we hit enter. And we wait a little bit. And please wait until it stops turning. It's totally, completely loaded and displayed in this whole bunch of data. And on Chrome, you just Control A, select all, and then Control C, copy. You go to Foundry, and you press Control V for paste. Why is it V? I don't know. Just paste it in there, and you hit OK. I've got debugging mode still on. So, and we're here. We've got all skills, we've got all traits, we've got an inventory, and Ionizer is doing its jobs. The winged boots are not displaying correctly. A tiny bug, just reopen. The icon is there. See, and nifty. Yes, everything is working okay. The weight is imported, the quantity is imported. You got 4 javelins, nice. Need to use them more often. Rations, a rope, tinderbox. Spells are not yet imported, and why is that? Because he's looking up the spells in his spell directory, so we need to import the spells that Kurt knows first. So let's go to Kurt. And yes, I know. And it's speak with animals. So let's go and search that one on D&D Beyond. Speak with animals. There you go. The other one is beast sense. Let's try if we can. Beast sense. Ah, nice. Got it. So let's try to import them using the DDB bridge. What we need to do is then we need to connect to the Foundry VTTA server with a Chrome session and not with the Node.js X application. So what I do is I configure a new GM so that I can leave this window open, but instead we will connect to localhost. This is a reference to your local computer, colon and 30,000, and this is the port that your game is listening on. So we just opened the same session or another session to the same game as another user. See, we've got the GM and the game master, the default one. So we got that, and we've got the Foundry bridge running, and you could see that here's a little icon. It's the Foundry bridge. It's the Chrome extension. It's in developer mode, and it has access to this website. It's in bright yellow, so this one is the Foundry site. And here we got a bright red bridge, and it has access to this side, and it's the script is running. As you can see here, it's gray. Just reload, it's a tiny bug. I'll come back to it later. So, and I hit FTD export, and it's not working. Let's see again. It's sending the message. It's pushing the message. Foundry.js. I don't know. Some kind of language module is missing. But otherwise, it should be okay. Let's try it again. I was in debugging mode over here. So let's do all this stuff backwards. And go to speak animals, reload it, just make sure. There we go, speak animals, divination spell. And you see the Iconer's is doing its job again. He's creating icons to this one too. And let's see if we can update Kurt. Before we do that, we can check just to make sure, because in my spells, here you see they are imported into this compendium as set. So now he should be able to update his spells too, and he doesn't. So, all right, I've got some work to do. That used to work. I don't know why it didn't, but I will eventually be able to get around that error. So right now we've got the full inventory. That's pretty nifty. And we got the feeds. I'm missing two. Oh, that's really weird. Something is a little off here. I don't really need to recheck that. That used to work already. So let's try my second best character in terms of love. I really love that guy. His name is Dwarf, and he's a dwarf. He's a dwarven cleric. I haven't played him for quite a long time, but I will have a place in my heart. Now, all the spells for this guy are not imported yet. So what I tend to do is just to, if I was you, I would go to one of the spell lists in like D&D Beyond, and if you are here, you can click with the mouse button, the scroll wheel. If you click with the scroll wheel, and the tabs are opened, but in the background, and just click over here, here, and then you go to each and import them. If it working, if it would work, it would be great. Here we go. So you're doing that one. I see all these nice images. I haven't seen those yet. I love it. Okay. So we've got, I would do that. So just to fill your spell compendium with all these images, and then import your characters. So do it once, fill your compendia, and import your characters afterwards. So, and that's basically it. We can see all these items are imported. Two with the wrong icons yet. Another issue to fix. And we've got the character import going. So let's have a quick look at the monster import now. So head over to your monsters sources, let's say, and check out Vodo and red cap. Why not? Looks good. And you go to a Bander Bob. Again, middle mouse button, bar guest. And we'll go here. And really, everything is flickering. That's really weird. So he says, oh, spell path without a trace is not there. See, it has some spells here too, which are not found in the compendium. Therefore, you need to import the spells first. And let's quickly create this token. There we go. It's good enough. And the bender bob. Well, you see, bridge is not active, so reload that one. Reload that one. That's pretty weird. I've made it so robust and still not working. This Chrome developing is not very, you know, it's cumbersome sometimes. So, nice looking guy. So, here we go. We've got the barges, Vanderpop, and Kurt in the same world. We've got item import. We've got spell import. We've got character import and monster import. There are some bugs that I need to iron even better. I agree. So this is really a live demo from the current state, and there are some issues that I'm seeing right now with the raised eyebrow, because I think, well, what's happening here? But that's the way it is. So every week it will be getting smoother and working even better, and more features are implemented, and I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of time that I can put into this project. And I'm almost there where I wanted to be in terms of this would be a product I would be using myself as a DM. And it needs some ironing, it needs some work, but I'm pretty satisfied with it yet. So I hope you're too, and I hope you enjoyed this little test drive about the D&D Beyond suite. Is it suite or suite? I think suite. Suite sounds familiar, but some little wrong. But it's okay. Where was I? So I hope you enjoy what I'm developing. I hope you give your opinions about it, and I hope you voice your feature requests on the Discord, that you hope everything is getting along nicely with you guys. I really enjoy your company. So take care. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.